Today's video is sponsored by SmartArt Art Box, so you know what that means. We're going to be unboxing some art supplies. The first thing that I noticed that is different in this box is their brochure, their little booklet. We'll take a closer look at it in a little bit, but let's first look at the fun art supplies that they have sent inside. And the first thing I notice is a pad of the smoothest paper I have ever felt. It is just like silk. I'm so excited. I just want to sit and pet it. Is it weird to pet your art supplies? Because I want to. Next, we have a set of 24 Artist Studio color pencils. It's a nice base set with your basic colors. I'm interested to see how well they work. Normally, when you use color pencils, you have kind of a rougher paper, so I'm curious. The next item to be pulled out is a mechanical pencil. So for those of you who have been with this channel for a while know that I enjoy drawing with a just regular pencil, either a graphite pencil or a cool erase color pencil. I don't use mechanical very much, so we'll try it out. They also included a little eraser and then 2 packs of markers. These are Faber-Castell markers, and the first one is a collection of 2 brush pens and then 2 multi-liners. And I have used Faber-Castell before. I generally use the Copic multi-liner pens, but we will try these ones out. The other set is all brush markers, and they are in a color, I would say fall themed coloration. So you got some browns and reds, oranges, yellows, grays, and all brush nib. SmartArt has been enclosing some artistic candy. So this month is a little sour candy with their sticker. But I want to look at this new brochure. Have they changed it, or is it just the size changing? Inside they have a lot more information. Not only do they have the discussion about what the theme of the box is, which this month is manga themed, right up my alley, but they have like some step-by-step instructions, several of them, on how to draw. So I think this is a really good change. I like this because it looks like you're getting like a little art book. I'm holding on to this one. One of the flaws that I have often when I try out new art supplies is I just want to jump in and start creating. And a tip that I try to give myself and I give you guys is to do a color swatch to see what the supplies are going to do and how well they work together. So on the super smooth paper that they gave me, I swatched out the brush markers, the multi-liner pens, the pencil, and the color pencils to see how well they worked. The one that surprised me the most happens to be the mechanical pencil. I'm not a huge fan of mechanical pencils, as I said before, but this one, I don't know if it's just with this paper or in general, just went on super smooth, a nice solid line, but the thing was, it did not smudge on this paper. Like I could rub my hand on it and it was not going anywhere. Another problem I have with new art supplies is that I tend to pick a art project that is a little ambitious. And so my first thumbnail sketches were more of a detailed character design, but I knew the colors that I had may not match what I wanted for that piece, so I decided to keep it a little bit simple for this first round. I wanted to challenge myself to use only the supplies that they gave me in the box, plus try to use every single art supplies they give me in the box, because that's the problem I usually have. Usually they have several different things so you can use, and I focus on like one thing, and then I get done with my piece and I'm like, but I didn't use this product or this art supply. And so I want to try to use everything that they sent me in this box. And I wanted to keep it to the theme of manga or anime, so I drew a kind of manga styled girl face. Well, I tried to. As I continued working on it, my style kind of morphed in there, so it was this blending of manga style and me style, that's okay. Embrace your individual styles. When it came to inking in the drawing, the Faber-Castell inking pens worked beautifully. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I used the black brush markers for this. I meant to go back over and kind of thicken some lines in, but I don't think I did. I did use the brush pens later for coloring, but I don't think I used the black ones, so I failed already. What I found interesting is as I was drawing and inking this in, I felt really rusty, and I was like, I have been drawing non-stop every single day for the last 2 months. I mean, I draw usually every day anyway, but the last 2 months have been like focused drawing. And I realized because in September was Sketchtember, so I sketched something every day. And then Inktober is where I worked on an ink drawing every single day, which I'll talk about that in a later video. But I did both of those digitally. So along with sketching, my big thing was working on my comic, which is also digital. So 75 to 80% of all the art that I've done in the last 2 months has been digital. So now, jumping back into something that's traditional, I felt a little bit rusty on. So going with the challenge that I had, that I've already failed, but I didn't realize I failed, only using the art supplies they sent me, I wanted to color the piece with the markers and the colored pencils. So I wanted to lay down the markers first, because generally when you lay colored pencils down, they have a wax base and markers don't like to play with that. But if you put markers down, colored pencils, they just don't care, they go on anything. The brush pens I found worked really well. They blended well together. There wasn't a lot of bleed over. The only thing that I saw that was a little bit frustrating is when I did the shirt, I colored it on all yellow and then I went to put some stripes on there. But my mistake, I didn't let the ink dry all the way. So when I added the stripes, there was a little bit of feathering, so it wasn't a sharp, crisp line. I guess maybe it helps with the texturing. It looks more like woven fabric. You also notice that I changed the word down at the bottom before I had the word autumn, which I just thought was kind of too random of a word, so I changed it to smile. And the whole theme of this picture originally was going to be kind of fall or autumn colors, but I decided the colors really reminded me of my childhood living room furniture. So for those of you who might have been around in the mid 1970s, early 1980s, you'll recognize this color scheme. Furniture that was this color. For those of you who weren't alive back those times, if you've been watching Stranger Things, that's the decor. So I kind of thought, that's the feel I'm gonna go with. It was that time period. And I thought it was really cool. I liked it. Once I had the markers down, then I went back in with my colored pencils to add in some extra shadows and highlights and get some of the tones that I didn't have in the markers. And I was actually surprised that the colored pencils did as well as they did with the smooth paper. There wasn't a huge selection for skin tones, so I kind of had to make my own by blending a couple of different colors together. I used my pinks and blues and grays and kind of made shadows and highlights with that. Did go in and use a white gel pen to add in some highlights and some shine in her eyes, and the gel pen was not included in the art box. So again, I guess I failed in my only use the supplies they send you challenge, which, yeah, oh well. After I got done with the piece, I really liked it, but I was super curious to see how well the paper and stuff would hold up to like Copic markers. So I decided to quick draw another picture, and I thought, well, since I'm drawing it, I might as well record it so that you guys can see it too. Because it was really close to Halloween, I thought, let's do a Disney character and then put them in a costume. So I had drawn up Tinkerbell and put her in a kimono, but after I got her drawn up, she didn't really look like Tinkerbell, so I scrapped that idea and just colored her. Did you know that SmartArt has been the longest supporter of my channel? They have been faithfully sponsoring videos every month with us, and it's been really fun to see how they have progressed from a really small company when they first started out to, I think, a really good solid art experience box that they are today. What I love about it is every single month, you never know what you're gonna get. So this month, their challenge is right up my alley. This is the style, the stuff, these are the tools that I use. I was very comfortable using this box. But a lot of times it's things that I've never tried before. And that's fun for me as an artist because I am so focused on my work and the craft that I create that I don't get a chance to try new things or have the time and energy to go and research how to use other art supplies or other art techniques. So they're just kind of once a month giving me a little nudge. Hey, try this, try that. So if you find yourself in an art rut and want to test yourself out, I'll leave a link to their website. You can go check them out. If you'd like to see some of the other videos that SmartArt and I have done together, I will leave links to those videos as well so you can see them. Almost make me cry at times. Oil paints, you hate me. Also, a side note before you guys go, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this drawing that I had because it's really cute. And what I'm going to do is in the month of November, I'm just going to randomly stick it in one of my Etsy orders. So I have an Etsy shop where I sell prints and stickers and things like that. And I'm just going to randomly stick it in there. So if you'd like a chance to get this original art, actually I'll put both of them So there'll be 2 people that will get original art. Who knows, I might even make more art to stick in, because like November is like the thankful month, and I'm super thankful for everyone who not only supports my channel but buys my art and supports me. So that's a great way for me to say thank you. I will leave a link to my Etsy shop if you want to go check out some of those things. I do have my brand new sticker pack that I just released, which is my fall foxes. So if you're looking for some fun stickers and get some art, you never know, you might be the lucky winner of the art. If you're brand new to this channel and enjoyed this video, you can hit that subscribe button so that you can join the Art a la carte fun. And until next time, God bless you guys, keep being creative, and we'll see you in the next art video. Bye-bye!